こんにちは。Welcome to 英語ファイル。もう少しで本試験ということで、今回はですね、今までの英検1級の語彙問題の答えになった回数が最も多い単語トップ5を紹介します。本試験64回分分析したので、結構興味深い結果になっていると思います。で、今までの動画は自分が個人的に難しいなって思った単語を選んで解説をしたので、それらに比べるとちょっと簡単に感じるかもしれませんが、だからこそいつものミニテストで全問正解を目指してほしいです。ということで、早速頑張ってください。どうぞ。Alright, the first word is appalled. And appalled has been the answer 3 times before in the actual test. And the adjective form, which is appalling, has been the answer 2 times. So put together, they've been the answer 5 times before in the real test. So let me read the sentence. I was appalled at the living conditions of the refugees. It is only a matter of time until they develop serious health problems. So you probably know, but appalled means shocked or horrified because something is very unpleasant or bad. And of course, appalling means shocking or horrific. So I'm sure you've at least heard of this word before, but I searched the origin of the word and discovered something quite interesting. The P-A-L-L, the pall bit of the word, means pale, which means your face looks lighter than usual, it doesn't have as much color as usual, and you probably heard somewhere before that your face becomes pale when you're shocked or you're scared of something. So that's why appalled means shocked. Alright, so I think this word shouldn't be a problem for most people. So let's look at the picture quickly and I'll read the sentence one more time. I was appalled at the living conditions of the refugees. It is only a matter of time until they develop serious health problems. So appalled means shocked, horrified. Word number 2 is adamant, and this has been the answer 3 times in the actual test, and the adverb form adamantly has been the answer 2 times. So put together, these words have been the answer 5 times as well. So here is the sentence. The boy is adamant about becoming a pilot. He is simply not interested in any other job. So adamant means unwilling to change an opinion or a decision. And apparently the original meaning of adamant was a very hard rock. So if a rock is very hard, it's difficult to change the shape or to break it. So that's why it has this meaning. Not able to or unwilling to change an opinion or decision. I sometimes use this word in my essays. So for instance, I might write something like, some experts are adamantly opposed to this proposal. So whenever you want to say that someone believes in something very firmly and are not willing to change their opinions, then maybe you can use this word in the writing section as well. Alright, so let me read that sentence one more time while you look at this picture. The boy is adamant about becoming a pilot. He is simply not interested in any other job. Adamant means unwilling to change an opinion or decision. Number 3 is acrimony. And acrimony has been the answer 3 times in the actual test, and the adjective form, which is acrimonious, has been the answer 2 times. So again, put together, these words have been the answer 5 times before in the real test. Here is the sentence. What started as a pleasant discussion ended in acrimony. The gap between the 2 leaders only widened. Acrimony means anger or bitterness. And words that begin with AC, such as acute, if you've heard of acute angle in mathematics, means sharp. So it's definitely not a word with a soft meaning. And also, although it's not related, you can see that in the middle of the word, there's a CRIM, which is similar to the word crime or criminal. So again, that might help you remember that it's a word that has a negative meaning. Alright, so look at this picture while you listen to the example one more time. What started as a pleasant discussion ended in acrimony. The gap between the 2 leaders only widened. Acrimony means anger, bitterness. Alright, word number 4 is blatantly, and this word has been the answer 4 times in the actual test, and the adjective form, which is blatant, has been the answer once before. So put together, these words have been the answer 5 times before in the real test. Here is the example. Everyone in the courtroom thought that the witness was blatantly lying about the incident. There was too much evidence against her claims. So blatantly means obviously, openly, without trying to hide it, and especially when it's a bad thing. So that's why the word blatant and blatantly, they are often used together with negative words. So for instance, if there are some students sitting in the front row of a classroom, and even though the teacher is trying to teach something, they're talking in a really loud voice to each other. That would be an act of blatant disrespect. And also, if a certain hotel did not allow people from certain countries to stay in their hotels, then that would be an act of blatant discrimination. So in this way, the word blatant is very often used with these negative sounding words. Okay, so let's look at the example one more time while you look at the picture. Everyone in the courtroom thought that the witness was blatantly lying about the incident. There was too much evidence against her claims. Okay, so the negative word that's being used here is lying. So she was blatantly lying. Blatantly means obviously, openly. And finally, word number 5 is deterrent. And this is the word that has been the answer the most number of times in the ACAN 1 vocabulary section. So, deterrent has been the answer 4 times, and the verb form, which is deter, has been the answer 2 times, so that's a total of 6 times in the actual test. So let me read the sentence. Some experts say nuclear missiles act as a deterrent, while others think such weapons do not necessarily discourage countries from starting a war. So a deterrent is something that discourages someone from doing something, makes it less likely for them to do something. So if you break up the word, the DE means to turn away from something, and the TER means terror, fear, or scared of something. So deter means to make you scared and turn away so that you don't do it. And deterrent is the noun form. So this is actually a word I often use when I have to write about like the death penalty. So for instance, you might say something like, some people believe that the death penalty acts as a deterrent to murder. So in other words, if you have the death penalty, then because that's such a severe punishment, it will discourage people from committing murder. And of course, we use the word deterrent when we're talking about nuclear weapons as well. So let's take a look at that sentence one more time. Some experts say nuclear missiles act as a deterrent, while others think such weapons do not necessarily discourage countries from starting a war. So, deterrent is something that discourages someone from doing something. Alright, so let's look at these 5 words one more time. First one was appalled and appalling. Second one was adamant and adamantly. Third one, acrimony, acrimonious. Fourth one, blatantly, blatant. And fifth one, deterrent and deter. はい、ということで今回は英検1級の語彙問題の答えに最もなった回数が多かったトップ5の単語を紹介しました。もしかしたら次の試験にも出るかもしれないので覚えておいてください。今回がパート10で毎回5個紹介したので全部で50個単語を紹介したことになります。もしね、これが本試験で一つでも出たら奇跡だと思ってるんですけど期待しています。これで一旦語彙問題対策はお休みになりますが、二次対策の動画も多分いくつかアップすると思うので、そちらの方も確認しておいてください。ということで皆さん本試験頑張ってくださいね。僕も頑張ります。それでは Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.